Ashayaye, Medicine Mama Kia sending you some ashe for your day, baby. Get up in here, friends. Get up in here, friends. Welcome to the Witch Wellness TV, where we are on the second episode of the Goddess series, where we will be speaking about which goddess today. We are speaking on number 2, who is the goddess Aphrodite. Blessings. So I have my notes here for you guys. I actually wrote them down so I can keep track and let you guys know where we're at in terms of this video. So we're just going to dive right into it. I am an Afro-Indigenous medicine woman. My name is Medicine Mama Kia, and I am a Black practitioner of the craft. I specifically love to dive deep into Afro-Indigenous medicine, and I want to do this series for the month of February 2024 on each of the goddesses, how you can activate, work with them, channel them, invoke them, and utilize them in your spell casting. So, who is Goddess Aphrodite? When I first think of Goddess Aphrodite, I think of love, I think of passion, I think of Hercules, I think of the Greek goddess, I think of the statues in Greece and all these different forms of Cupid energy. So when we ask who she is an Olympian goddess of sexual love, beauty, and sexuality. So she is also a fertility goddess. Whenever you want to increase your romance, your love life, sexual healing, or gain a baby or create one, this is the goddess to call upon. She is a goddess of passion and sensuality as well. Where can we find and where is she located? Specifically, she is in Greece. So she is a Greek goddess. She is a daughter of Zeus. So that was something new that I didn't know about. And I was like, okay, Miss Thing Thing, no wonder you got all that power. But another thing that came with her story is that she's not just a sweet, loving goddess. She's a powerful, loving goddess, meaning that her powers are strong and they're fierce like lightning bolts as well. So as much as they can be healing, they can be impactful and dramatic. So working with that goddess can bring impactful and dramatic love. And so who is Aphrodite's lover? Aphrodite has 2 lovers. Well, she has multiple different lovers, but the 2 that I found, I think there's 4 of them, but I only wrote down 2. She has Ares, the god of war. This is the one where you think of the divine feminine, and they're always attracting that divine masculine, the one who is combative, who goes through thick and thin to the moon and back for his goddess. And so she's attracted to Ares, the god of war. And then you have her other lover, Adonis, who is a mortal. So you think about the spiritual world and you think about earth and how these gods and these goddesses made children and created these demigods with mortal lovers. And so what color do you use to work with the goddess Aphrodite? Does anyone know? That was cute. Well, what you're actually going to use, which I thought was pink, right? Obviously, I think pink Aphrodite. It's really the colors red, white, and gold. Those are the 3 main colors that you work with to channel the goddess Aphrodite. And then the number that I figured, she is connected to the numerology 5, which is also a big number for other goddesses of love. This one specifically, Aphrodite, is connected to 5, which represents change, action, dramatic discipline, self-improvement, new beginnings. So 5 is a really big number for transition and change. And so that goddess will bring that energy in your life. Use the number 5 to work with her, giving her 5 offerings. So speaking of the crystals and then going into the spells and offerings, what kind of crystals do you use to work with the goddess Aphrodite? Well, I put one down here. The biggest one is rose quartz. Obviously, she's a love goddess, and this is a love crystal. So this crystal amplifies the heart chakra, brings in more compassion, healthier relationships, trauma healing. It's really good for just giving your heart and your spirit a hug. She also works with ruby, emerald, and aquamarine. She's really big on those color stones. So work with those to channel her wealth, abundance, prosperity in your love life. And then what kind of spells and offerings does she take? Well, let's get into it. She's the goddess of love, so she obviously loves rose petals and roses, but more so the petals than the whole rose. So she's the goddess of like sensuality and adorning on Valentine's Day and putting a goddess bath together with rose petals and rose oils and putting orange slices in the tub to activate your feminine. She loves rose water at the altar. You either can create your own rose water or you can buy it natural at any natural grocery store near you. Or apothecary. And then you can also get feathers. She's really, really, really big on feathers. Oh, I put my feathers up, but feathers are really powerful for just cleansing and activating and channeling your womb, your mind when you're meditating with the goddess. She loves seashells and she loves green stones. Ashe. And so I put this offering as well. This is a honey jar. This isn't an offering I'd give to her. I'd rather give this to Oshun. But this is still an offering in terms of the shape. The heart can go on the altar. Anything that is heart-shaped can go on your altar for Aphrodite if you're working with her. And then the last thing I wanted to share with you guys is a myth. So what is one of the myths about working or channeling or knowing the goddess Aphrodite? So the myth is that she cursed women's wombs of Limnos, forgive me if I'm not saying that right. The women of Limnos, she would curse them because they refused to give her offerings. So she would basically strike and repulse any man from entering into that woman's womb by making it smell like fish and making it an unsafe space. So whether that's STIs, STDs, itching, yeast infections, mucus coming out of the womb, infertility, these are the hexes and the curses of working with Aphrodite when she feels like you do not support her and give her the love and recognition she deserves. So be careful. All gods and goddesses have a bittersweet spot. So just know if you're going to work with them, be consistent in giving your offerings, be consistent in your Ebo, your sacrifices. Fro, Aphrodite. And then I have a cat, you guys. Her name's Aphrodite, so I'm trying to find out where she's at right now. Fro. Oh, I think she's on the bed, but she's my best friend, and I love her, and it just makes perfect sense for this video to have featured her little cute face, but hopefully I'll put a little snippet in for you guys to see. If not, thank you for watching the Witch Wellness TV series of the Goddess Collection, which I am also going to be filming in Atlanta with a beautiful community of Black women and healers representing Black beauty and sisterhood on television, especially when it comes to reality TV. So you're going to be seeing me on your TV screen sooner than later. I'm super thankful and excited. Thank you for subscribing so you can get notified whenever these cool, beautiful, witchy videos come out. And let me know in the comments down below if you've worked with this goddess, how she has helped you in your life. And yeah, I love you guys. Check out my podcast on Spotify at Witch Wellness podcast, specifically on season 4 on Yoni Conversations. I just put out a new video last night on my personal experience losing my virginity. So it's Lovers Month. We're talking all things love, womb wellness, and sexual health. Ashe, Medicine Mama Kia, sending you some ashe for your day, baby.